Hey everybody, welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name's Gazy, host of, well, I just said it. And, what? Oh, this is the Solely and Holy Vlogs, my newest entry, a newer entry, because I'm going to do another one. So, today I want to talk about when Christians judge you, when you're judged, being judged. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. You don't know me. Only God can judge me. Alright, all those annoying voices, all of those annoying turns of phrases, those are pathetic. Those are straw man arguments, and you're grown up. Stop talking like that. I'm not talking about with the inflection. Not that. I'm saying stop talking like somebody who's trying to justify themselves. When Christians judge, alright, we don't have anything to judge someone who doesn't live the Christian life. If you're not Christian, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging. I'm not telling you to dress a certain way. You're not a Christian. You're not a brother. If you're not a brother, like how can you expect someone who's French to speak English? They speak French. There's no reason to pass on heavy burdens on someone who doesn't want to be burdened. So, number one, that's it. Okay, number one, that's with that. Number two, when Christians judge, we don't judge. Me personally, I don't judge. If you want to live the way that you're living, then you live the way that you're living. As an American, I give you that. I fight for your right as an American citizen for you to do that. I will fight for your right to live how you want to live, if that's how you want to live, because I know that I don't want to live the way you might tell me to live. With that said, when a Christian has a brother or a sister, they love is the key impetus here. Key impetus, because man, sometimes you love someone so much and you really want them to change, because not into the way that you think. You want them to change from what they are. No one knows this better than mommies and daddies. Because I personally don't have friends, so I can't comment on that, and I don't like entertaining fictitious arguments or fictitious references. Moms and dads know this better than anyone, because moms and dads always have kids who do things contrary to the way they think is right. And some things are very, interchangeable and fine. Obviously, Mom, I don't want to wear bell-bottom jeans. I want to wear skinny jeans. Bell-bottom jeans, skinny jeans. It's just a change of fashion and style. But when it gets serious, when you're living at home, let's say you're 21 years old and you're living at let's say 22. You're 22 and you live at home, and you're coming home plastered, smashed, vomiting. You take off you leave your house in heels, and then you come back home barefoot with the heels in your hands. Maybe one of them is still in the front yard. Is that a way to live your life? See, I can't comment on it, but let me tell you who can. Mom and dad. Moms and dads know better, because they see it and it hurts them, because they don't want that for their kids. So we don't judge as Christians. Number one, we don't judge. If you're not of the family of faith, I don't judge you. If you are a Christian and your life isn't following what you're preaching, I mourn. I see suffering. I see, that you're being restricted. No one wants to live according to the desires of the flesh. Christians aren't Epicureans. We don't live to satisfy this fallen nature, this insatiable old man living within us that when we died with Christ and we were resurrected to his life, when we were old man and now we became a new man, that old man is dead. The last thing we want to do is see the old man Walking Dead style walking around the streets. That's what we don't want. I don't judge a Christian who's gotten tattoos in the past and now is a Christian because you got tattoos in the past. That was how you used to be. Certain things follow a certain type of lifestyle, and I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna inflict any malice or anything, but certain things follow a certain lifestyle. As a Christian, you don't go to clubs, you don't go to bars, because those who go to clubs, those who go to bars, there's always, the only things you find at bars and clubs there's a lot of temptation to do what you shouldn't do. Alcohol, which isn't sinful, but it can inebriate you to sin faster, to sin easier, to follow the desires of the flesh, and drugs, and probably sleeping with somebody and cheating, or committing adultery, which is ultimately the main thing. So yeah, Christians don't judge. Have you been judged? Under what circumstance? Has someone come to you lovingly and say, hey, I've had people come to me lovingly and say, Gazy, you got this position, don't do this because it's a bad look on you, man. I don't want to see you have a bad look. A lot of people look up to you. Hold on, it's hard, but because certain things in life, I apologize for stammering so much. Certain things are personal. So when it comes to like the way you want to live, your personality, your persona, those are obviously those are personal things. So it's really hard that when someone calls you out, my best advice when you get called out for not looking the way they look or thinking the way they think, ask yourself one question. Do you love me? Do you love me? So, because if they do love you, then you have to take then you should take some steps, because you got to discern what they're trying to say. You grow up, and you have to do it. You have to, because if you don't, you're gonna have this like malice in your heart towards that person who, guess what, actually loves you. So, number one, if you're a Christian, don't judge anybody if they're not living a Christian lifestyle. If they are, and they are falling to X, Y, Z, then you help them out. You help your brothers. Help. You give them a hand up, not a hand out. You don't force them. You help them. If they don't want to talk, you don't force the issue. Maybe if it's a big enough issue, God will address it, and guess who they'll go to? You. They'll go to you, bro. Yeah, because you're doing what you ought to be doing. Loving. So that's my advice. And so I'll open up the discussion to the comments below. Have you been judged? Okay, number one, have you been judged? Do you realize, did the people judging you love you? Let me know in the comments below. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Not everybody who's trying to give you criticism is negative. Sometimes it's constructive. Sometimes it's because they love you. They love you. I'm not like they love you. They want the best for you. Sometimes it's old people. Old people love because they don't want you to commit the same things they did in their past. So I'll leave it with that. You can listen into my podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Blubrry. You can listen to it via those ways. All the ways you can contact me is in the comments below. So if you like the conversation that I'm trying to start, or that I'm just trying to open up, because I wouldn't mind entertaining this conversation a little further, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, well, I'm stumped, man. I'm going crazy. like and comment and subscribe. I'm trying to get to that point. Subscribe to the channel and push the notification so you can see that I'm getting I'm updating my channel. So far I got like 129 videos. So thank the Lord, and thank you very much. I hope you have a good day. I do. All right. God bless. Take care, guys. Connect, recharge.